If you want to do the Soviet wave the real way, well, obviously you need to use real Soviet synths. Thanks to the magic of the internet, there are plenty of free VST synths that replicate the sound of the analog ones. One of the most popular and talked about Soviet synthesizer being Polyvox. This one has a VST version and it's completely free. The only problem is that most of the retro-sounding synths work without problems only on 32-bit systems. So you will need to use programs like JBridger, for example, in order to make your synths work on 64-bit systems. But because of all this JBridging stuff, your sound engine could do some weird things, so be careful and watch out for it. BPM is at 140, and yes, I know it's too much for the regular Soviet wave, but we're making an energetic version of Soviet wave, so it should be pretty intense. Starting with chords: D minor, F minor, E minor, and all together. And yeah, sorry, I don't use Soviet synths to make these chords, I will use them later. I just love newfangled generate synth. It has some great presets, like this one for example. And here is our leading melody. And this is a Polyvox super lead preset, and it sounds great, and it gives the needed vibe for this genre. Next up, the main melody, also using generate synth, and its glowing aftertouch preset. Also some serum plucks with additional reverb to fill out the gaps in our melody and to add more variety. And for the bridge section of the track, you can use the flute preset from Polyvox with tons of reverb. This is just something to break up two main parts of the track. The bass preset I used is from Mark Maxwell's video, and it sounds awesome. I will leave the link to his video in the description. All the drums that I used were from Ost Studio, retro drum sample pack. They sound like old drum machine samples, and that's exactly what we want. Then additional tweaking to each sound with drum bass and reverb, so the drums will sit in the mix better. And the drum arrangement is really simple. On the snare hits, layer up additional claps to make snares brighter. And add some tom fills in the end of each 8-bar loop to make your drums not so repetitive. Then just add some effects to make transition smoother. Here I use just reversed crashes and some layered noise, and additional reverb to fit everything in the mix. You can also separate the arrangement of the track into 5 sections: intro, first part, bridge, second part, and outro. Just add auto-filter automation to make all the transition fade in and fade out smoothly. And here's the master channel. Just 2 compressors, sidechaining the kick and snare, Gullfoss to add more bright high-end to the sound, and newfangled saturate to make mix even beefier. Just some global equalization, and just a regular stock Ableton limiter at the end, as usual, with -1 decibel. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.